All right, so basically, this interview you'll never see on CNN or ABC, CBS, MSNBC. An interview with real teachers, not lazy ass teachers that want to stay home and collect money.
You've been a special education teacher. I think you're entering your 19th year, but you also are considered higher risk for contracting
Yes.
the coronavirus since you have asthma. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us how you feel about going back to school or the
My
students.
son's a physician, and I will say radiologist at Stanford. And so every time there were rumors and myths, I just called him and said, "What are you hearing there?" And he never once, not once, said, "Please don't go back." He knows how much I love my special education students, how much they need those special resources like your speech, my other colleagues provide. The instruction was extremely difficult for my students. A lot wouldn't come to the Zoom meetings. It's just so different. But what I was going to say is I typed the protocols from Springdale Public Schools, and I'm very comfortable with them. They've gone beyond the call of duty. I gave that to my allergist, emailed it to my son, and both of them gave me, with precautions, the ability to go back. And I want to be there for my students and help them navigate through this and make them comfortable to come back safely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, thank you. Dr. Melanie McGraw-Piasecki from Charlotte, North Carolina, a neonatologist, but also a mom of three who I think has been home with the kids, helping them navigate the online world of learning. Could you tell us, both a mom of three who's been home with them, but also through your medical experience, how can we learn to safely and quickly return to school?
Sure. My children, I would say, did not have a great experience in the spring, particularly my youngest, who was in first grade at the time. I think the online learning for the young ones, it just doesn't work. And my school, it's a private independent school, recognize that. And when they go back next week, they're sending the little ones back every day, which I think is great. The middle and upper school ones will be back in a hybrid way every other day. And they've incorporated some choice too. So if parents are not comfortable, they're able to do a full online experience. But we're definitely going back as much as they'll let us. In terms of being a pediatrician, I just think the science is so clear that the risk of death or hospitalization for children with this virus is so low. But we know the risk of missing school are catastrophic. We probably don't even know how high they are yet, and they cover so many different areas. So I feel like, Mr. President, thank you for your leadership on trying to get students back in school safely. So appreciate it.
Well, you heard it from the mouth of teachers that care about their students, and especially a mother of three and a pediatrician. People that are oblivious to the fact that you keep your kids at home where they don't play with other kids, they don't associate, they don't assemble, which is a natural way of conducting. This is a natural way of living. People need other people, especially kids. Now, if you are being selfish and you want to get paid handsomely, 80,000, I don't know what teachers make. I don't care if they kindergarten teachers, they make good money from what I heard. I don't know what they do. If they'd rather stay home and not take care of the children that they get paid to take care of because of selfish reasons, it's going to come back to haunt you if you have kids, because you're preventing your kids from being kids and having their social life. You don't feel it right away. But when kids get up and all they see is this zombie-looking life, people wearing masks, their parents are watching TV, they're in Zoom, whatever it is that you people do, I don't understand. It's not enough that you're breaking the backs of so many businesses because of this so-called COVID. I'm not even sure what I can say and can't say anymore because I'm liable for my video to be removed for just voicing my opinion. Now, how come you don't have this interview on CNN talking to these great teachers that care about their students? This woman on the right had emphysema or had asthma, and anybody with respiratory issues, you're more susceptible to catching this corona. But we underestimate God. That's the problem with leaving God out of the equation. is because God made us so we can sustain this human body, this complex manufacturing by God, the human body and the brains was made to fight these things. And what you're doing through mask and staying home is you're shutting down your immune system. You see, your body's full of viruses that fights these bad viruses. It's the flu.